So this morning I'm just doing a little bit of odd jobbing in between paperworks because I'm just that boring nowadays. How fun is farming when you have paperwork to look forward to? Anyway, sorry we haven't had many updates recently, but I thought I'd show you something a little bit interesting while I'm in the field moving irrigators. So here we have all of our green waste. The majority of this is bulbs, stems and other parts of the flower which are not high enough spec in the case of the bulbs to be reused. In the case of the stems and the pyx flowers, they're not up to supermarket grade, at which point they have a use. These will all be loaded into the muck spreader in the next day or two and be spread across the field. If we look over here, we have the asters that we've already planted this year, and all of this so far has already been covered in our green waste, and that's just a natural fertiliser. Really high in nitrogen are these bulbs. Absolute powerhouse when it comes to storing nutrients and stuff like that. So you get a good couple of tonne like this spread over a large field, and we're putting it on fairly neat. You know, there's a lot, tonne per acre sort of thing. I couldn't actually tell you how much, we haven't got a weigh cell. That'd be interesting to know how much we put on per acre or hectare. So that's just one part of it. Then got the irrigator over there. So obviously it's that time of year where everything's stupidly hot, so we need to keep the asters nice and watered to make sure that they come through as a nice healthy crop. Just pulled it out not that long ago, and that's now starting. So I think that's like 20 meters an hour or something like that. It's not very quick at all. So yeah, we've also got the mighty 6310 over here, and on the back of that, you're going to laugh at this, some of you. I've got a single leg subsoiler. Do you think I've got enough horsepower? 100 horsepower, I think roughly a 6310 is. Anyway, what we're actually doing with this is, where the irrigator runs, we don't plant asters because they're like a few in a bed sort of thing. So it's not like a potato where you have a ridge either side. So we miss the spray wheelings. We then, with this single leg, go down the centre of the bed and just score a bit of a trench, similar to how potatoes would be, because most irrigation stuff is made for potatoes and when you do onions and leeks and stuff like that. So most of the time, most irrigators are expecting a ridge. Our irrigator is built to have a ridge down the middle, so it's a centre pull on the irrigator, which is usually the better kind to have, but you can't always have that. Sometimes you have to have an offset, but that just means that you move the irrigator over a little bit more. Anyway, I'm waffling. I'll show you quickly just how the single leg works. Go back quickly. There's that ridge that I was on about. So we have to carve these in with the single legger just to keep the irrigator pulling square, because if not, that does wander, which is surprising considering that's a straight bit of pipe down one way. You'd think that'd stay pretty straight, but nope, gotta give it that ridge. Anyway, let's go carve one in. just like that, there's your irrigation little trench. The pipe was sitting there and that just helped guide it in. As you can see, the aster plants are looking pretty damn good. So these would have been planted quite a few weeks ago now, and they're getting quite tall. They've still got a few more weeks, probably double the time they've already had before they'll actually make flower. It's really cool to see though. So thank you very much for just this little brief update. Sorry that we've missed out on our usual schedule. This past 2 weeks has just been a little bit crazy, too much going on with getting ready for tulips, all these asters to plant, gladioli to plant as well. It's just been a manic time. But we're now at the other end of that. We're going to go into tulip lifting soon, so it's all going to be cool. So if you are interested in more of what we do with flowers and stuff, we're tulip lifting soon, so make sure you like and subscribe and stay up to date on our social media. Thank you very much, and we'll see you in the next video.